Hey, good morning, Fellowship Hi-Crest. It's good to be with you today as we get ready to do Jumpstart. We're going to be doing Deuteronomy 32, 43 through 47. So that's Old Testament. We're doing the New Living Translation. So join me today. Rejoice with him, you heavens, and let all of God's angels worship him. Rejoice with his people, you Gentiles, and let all the angels be strengthened in him. For he will avenge the blood of his children, and he will take revenge against his enemies. He will repay those who hate him and cleanse his people's lands. So Moses came with Joshua, son of Nun, and recited all the words of this song to the people. When Moses had finished reciting all of these words to the people of Israel, he added, "Take to heart all the words of warning I have given you today. Pass them on as a command to your children so they will obey every word of these instructions. These instructions are not empty words. They are your life. By obeying them, you will enjoy a long life in the land you will occupy when you cross the Jordan River." Okay. I had to dig a little deep on this one. I was not just off the top of my head sure what the context of these verses were. So reading around and reading up, we know that today's story and today's verses come from at the end of a long song from Moses. And Moses is at the end of his life. He's getting ready to transition leadership of the Israelite people over to Joshua, and Joshua is getting ready to launch his campaign into the promised land, and the Israelites are finally going to get to the promised land. But so this is that like end of transition, last words Moses has to his people from God, like remember these things. So verse 43 is the end of that song, and then verse 44 through 47 is just kind of that transition. And so the song was a warning, and it had instruction in it for what was to come next for the Israelites, what they were going to struggle with, what their biggest obstacle and downfall would be, and that would be forgetting to love the Lord your God first and foremost. I love verse 47 here. It says, "These instructions are not empty words. They are your life. They're everything. They're going to be what makes things better for you in the land and what you're going to want to cling to." As I'm remembering back a few weeks ago, Pastor Steele was here on a Sunday morning with Braille, and they were talking about this. They're saying, we have a choice as followers of Christ to either live in obedience to God or to struggle in disobedience. And it's a choice of life or death. It's a choice of having peace and unity over strife and rebellion and discipline, all of those things. So my question for you today is, are you listening to the Holy Spirit? Are you letting him lead you? Are you tender to that and responsive to that? Are you living with peace with God, or are you struggling with him in disobedience? All right. Thanks for joining me today. Continue to power up, pour in, and spill out. We'll see you next time.